Good evening and welcome to Jim Only's World of Weather. You clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for November 1st to the 10th. The models depict a pattern that consists of an amplified trough in the west and a ridge over the southeast for November 1st to the 5th. The European is more amplified with the western trough. The ensembles are in agreement with the operational runs. Now, here's the GFS 48 hours out. You see we have a trough here, ridge here over eastern North America. And now here's the ensembles for the same hour. This is the ensembles at the same hour. Same thing. Trough. We have a ridge here over the east. Now we're going to go out to about 72 hours. This is on the first. You can see we have a trough here, ridge, and then here's the ensembles for the same hour. See, it looks generally the same. Now here's the Canadian. This is the Canadian. This is the regular operational run, still the same. And now here's the Canadian ensembles for the same hour. The same thing. This is the European. And here's the European for the same hour, the ensembles for the same hour. This is for the same hour, see, generally same, so no little change. Now, another thing, a front is forecast to move through the east early this period and may be accompanied by rainfall locally enhanced by one or more waves. Cold air behind the front will result in rain and snow across the Great Lakes and the interior northeast. A system tracking into the west will cause temperatures to be at least 10 degrees below normal in some locations. Now, we're going to look at the GFS. And we're going to look at the temperatures for 48 hours. We're going to look at the temperature difference. Well, what I want to show you is even better, the Canadian, because the Canadian is more pronounced with the cold air in the west. And we're going to look at the 2-hour temperature difference, or the 2-hour temperature departures. And look at these temperatures down here, especially around this area. This is showing departures of at least 10 degrees below normal. It still remains warm here in the east. Now, the models are indicating a low amplitude flow for November 4th to the 8th, and a trough is forecast over Greenland and over the west. Now, models have come around yesterday as I was saying that there was a possibility of a ridge over the southeast coast, and that's what the models are showing now. They're more in agreement with the yesterday's run of the European with the ridge forecast over the southeast. So We're going to look now at the the GFS, I'm sorry. And then we're going to go to 90 hours. And we're going to look at the pressure differences. The height falls. It's at 90 hours. See, we have a trough here. And we have a ridge over the southeast, and we're going to go out to, let's say, 126 hours. Is still within the time frame. This is the 4th, and we start to see a hint of a ridge starting to develop across this area. We have a trough here, and a trough here. Now, I think temperature is going to be cooler across the northwest and across the northeast. We'll go out to 148 hours. This is at the end of the period. And then we just have the trough here in the west. And here's our ridge starting to pump up here across the southeast. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures here, above normal temperatures for this region. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here, above normal precipitation for this area. Now, we're going to go further into the forecast period, and this is for November 6th to the 10th. And this is going to be the GFS. This is at 180 hours. Centered on the 6th. You can still see we have a trough here, and here's our ridge. Now we're going to look at the Canadian for the same hour. Here's the ridge again, trough, a weak trough here across the northeast. And now we're going to look at the European for the same hour. This is centered around November 4th. Still, like, it's more pronounced here with the ridge, with the trough here in the northwest, and a weaker trough here in the northeast. Now, the ensembles for this time period, this is the GFS ensembles. Try to get it to load again. Most of the time, the site has been very slow. And still, again, showing a stronger trough here, a weaker trough here in the northeast. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures here and across this region, and above normal temperatures for the southeast. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here and below normal precipitation for this region. So that is a long-range weather forecast discussion for November 1st to the 10th. Thank you for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.